All right, folks. Hey, we're back over, and I made a mistake in the last video. I said Justin's. What did I say? I said Justin Motors. Correction. It is Justice Motor Corp, and we're standing in front of that building. One of the buildings that Mr. Greg Stafford owns. It is currently up for lease. Was the home of the Pittsboro Roadhouse. Greg Lewis and his wife are taking their restaurant business up the road to the mill. It's going to open up a steakhouse, but we're going to reference this building right now because one of the questions that we had on the chat list from one of our members was, are you going to keep that Justice Motor Corp engraving up on the building?
Yes.
So
nothing on the facade is going to really change. The whole goal behind this will actually be to keep the history. There's a pretty cool story if you want to hear. We
sure.
can walk over this way.
All right.
When this was being built, out here, Mr. Justice in 1939, I believe,
All right.
put a nickel out here and said, all right, as they finish the building, this is my last nickel. And that is out here somewhere. My goal is to locate it, though thus far we haven't been able to, but John Justice has agreed to come out and help me find it. We're going to cut that nickel out of the floor somewhere, shine it up, and have the nickel in a block of concrete and use it as a paver around here somewhere so it's still out here for people to see. This is the old garage door into the old dealership, and we're going to keep all of this intact.
Okay.
As we build, what else will happen? Got to go around this way.
Oh, I'm going around this way. There we go.
This is where Second Bloom is/was. They're moving out soon.
Okay.
That building will be demolished, and we will then lower the grade of this building down to where Gene and I are standing, and this will become a patio that is, 0.15 acres. It's a very large patio for outdoor dining, outdoor live music, and drinking, anything else people want to do.
So that's going to be attached to, well, right now this building here is empty and you've got it up for lease. What are you hoping to put in there? Have you had any inquiries? What are people saying? What would you like to see there? And are you going to make any more modifications to the building itself besides lowering the grade?
We will rerun electric. We're probably going to change this awning because we're going to have something that extends out further to cover it. When we get to the far side, we're going to knock out that entire wall, turn it into glass. So
when you say the far side, are we talking about this?
Down, if you went straight through this garage door, everything to your left will be glass, and there will be glass garage doors going across. And then that way, when you're on Sanford Road, you'll be looking out, driving down, you'll be looking into the restaurant, and if you're in the restaurant, you'll be looking out at the patio and traffic.
So you're going to expand this whole area all way open.
Correct.
You're going to have an awning, a new awning that's going to extend all the way out to cover an acre plus.
Well, it's going to be out there. We haven't decided how far, because some people like to sit in the sun.
Right.
Some people don't like to sit in the sun. So probably half of it covered, half of it not.
So when you get the glass walls up to where you take that wall, the current wall down, and you put the glass, you pretty much are going to have a venue that's very customer friendly and inviting, not just during certain times of the year, but all year round.
Correct. And what we're hoping for is the stage that Roadhouse had in there is really nice.
Right.
And you'll be able to have a band. We may move it. That's still up for debate, but to look outward so that then you could open the wall up. You could sit outside and listen to live music and sit inside and listen to live music.
All right, so you could have a good musical experience whether you're indoors in the building itself or on the edge. Correct. Or even out here once this is all leveled out.
Correct. And as you go around here, we're walking up what's going to be the patio.
All right.
And there will be a curved wall. And it's hard to visualize, but what's happening is the traffic circle's getting smaller. The DOT is actually shrinking it. So where you see traffic is right here,
Right.
they're going to be another 4 or 5 feet in this way and increase the amount of dirt here. They're not widening it, they're shrinking it.
Well, let me ask you this question, and I think those of us who've been in the area for a long enough time, when big trucks come through, we see a lot of times, sometimes, not a lot of times, but we sometimes see the trucks roll over the edges of the sidewalk.
Right.
Is that shrinkage going to cause any concerns?
Well, it's supposed to. I've been told by the DOT is the design is made to make those trucks uncomfortable, so they'll choose to go around on 902 and 87 as opposed to come through the center of town, because they're going to tighten this down greatly, and apparently it'll be miserable to be a truck driver going through here.
All right, so you're going to have regular traffic still being able to comfortably get through, but for the big trucks that, again, we've seen that time and time over, they've run over the edges of the sidewalk, that's going to be kind of discouraged.
Well, it's going to be discouraged just because of the inconvenience. We're also told that actually narrowing the road will make traffic go faster, because having such wide travel lanes is slowing it down. It apparently creates indecision on the drivers, and that puts them in a position where they hesitate before they go, because are they going straight, are they going right? The smaller circle is supposed to make it faster. Whether it is or not, I don't know.
And when are they starting that project? Because at the same time they're doing
exactly the same, January 11th.
So, and they're talking about how long for that project to go on for?
The contract, as I read it, forgive me if I'm not exactly right, is that it has to be done by November, because they don't want downtown Pittsboro being shut down for the Christmas season of 2020.
Gotcha. Because Pittsboro has a, Holly Holly Days celebration for pretty much the whole month of December. Plus you have the parade and a whole bunch of other stuff going on.
Correct. And if you look at the way the timing is, they can start January 11th, they end by November, and hopefully none of the business for Christmas is interrupted.
Fantastic. Folks, we're going to move on to the other segment. We've talked about the Justice Motor Company and what Greg's plans are for that, and now we're going to move around the corner because Greg's got more plans here in downtown Pittsboro.